News moves fast, but our neural networks move faster, analyzing, verifying, and delivering the headlines that matter. This is Neural Newscast.
Live from the Neural Newscast Global Information Center, I'm Andrew Lindbeck. Today is June 30th, 2025. On this day in 1906, the U.S. Congress passed the Meat Inspection Act, establishing federal regulations for meatpacking. This landmark legislation was a response to public outcry over unsanitary conditions, significantly improving food safety standards across the nation. Now for an urgent update on breaking news. The jury is set to begin deliberations in the federal sex trafficking trial of Sean Diddy Combs. Here's Sarah Wheaton with more.
The high-stakes case centers on allegations that Combs facilitated a prostitution ring, which his defense denies, claiming consensual swinging activities. Experts warn jurors face a complex battleground as evidence is scrutinized closely. Prosecutors must overcome significant challenges to secure a conviction. The outcome could have major implications for the music mogul and the broader fight against trafficking. For Neural Newscast, I'm Sarah Wheaton.
Two teenagers were shot near the historic Stonewall Inn during New York City's Pride March Sunday, marking a violent end to the month-long LGBTQIA+ celebrations. Sarah Wheaton has the details.
Additionally, 6 others were bear-sprayed in Washington Square Park. The shooting unfolded in Greenwich Village, the birthplace of the gay rights movement, raising urgent concerns about safety at public events. Authorities are actively investigating both incidents as the city reels from this unexpected outbreak of violence. This is Sarah Wheaton, NNC.
Now for the latest on the political front. China's Communist Party recently announced it has surpassed 100 million members, marking a significant milestone in its century-long history. NNC's Cassandra Joyce reports.
While the expansion reflects the party's deepening influence across society, some analysts note that many join primarily for career advancement rather than ideological commitment. This trend highlights ongoing debates about the party's evolving role and the balance between political loyalty and pragmatic incentives within its ranks. Observers emphasize that these dynamics are part of broader discussions on governance and social control in China. The UK government's revised welfare reforms, despite concessions aimed at protecting current benefit recipients, could still push over 150,000 people into poverty, according to a recent impact assessment. Downing Street has acknowledged uncertainties in these estimates. The proposals face opposition from around 50 Labour MPs ahead of a key vote, reflecting ongoing debates about balancing fiscal responsibility with social protection. Supporters argue the changes encourage work, while critics warn of increased hardship for vulnerable groups. This is Cassandra Joyce, NNC.
Now, for a look at world news. Turkey has secured the United Kingdom's support for its acquisition of Eurofighter Typhoon fighter jets. Here's Monica Kellen with more.
The endorsement marks a significant step in strengthening Turkey's defense capabilities through this advanced aircraft deal. The agreement, backed by UK authorities, underscores ongoing cooperation between the two nations in military procurement. This development is expected to enhance Turkey's air force readiness and operational capacity, with the integration of the Eurofighter Typhoon fleet. Further details on the deal are anticipated in the coming weeks. Monica Kellen, NNC News.
You are listening to NNC, Neural Newscast. Subscribe and listen wherever you choose, and be sure to listen to our archive for more content like this episode, published daily at nnewscast.com.
At least 20 Palestinians have been killed in an Israeli strike targeting a seafront cafe in Gaza, according to witnesses and rescuers. Here's Monica Kellen with more.
The outdoor cafe was a popular spot for journalists, activists, and local residents. The attack has raised concerns about the safety of civilians in the ongoing conflict. No immediate comment has been made by Israeli officials. The situation remains tense as humanitarian groups call for protection of non-combatants in the area. This is Monica Kellen, NNC.
Ukrainian woman Olha Kurtmalayeva has survived cancer amid the ongoing war in her country. Here's Monica Kellen with more.
Despite her personal battle, her fight continues as she strives to secure the release of her husband, who remains captive in Russia. Her story highlights the resilience and determination of those affected by the conflict, facing both health challenges and the harsh realities of war. Oli's ongoing efforts underscore the human cost behind the headlines. This is Monica Kellen, NNC.
In environmental news,
17 endangered sea turtles, 9 Kemp's Ridleys, 5 loggerheads, and 3 green turtles were released off Cape Cod after rehabilitation at the New England Aquarium's Sea Turtle Hospital. Treated for hypothermia and other conditions, the turtles were released as water temperatures rose above 65 degrees Fahrenheit. 10 were tagged for monitoring to aid conservation efforts. This season, the aquarium treated 518 turtles, with 25 still recovering and slated for future release. Samuel Green, NNC News.
turning to business and finance.
Real estate company Compass has filed a lawsuit against digital home marketplace Zillow over what Compass calls the Zillow ban. The dispute centers on Compass alleging unfair restrictions on its agents within Zillow's platform. James Rodriguez, a real estate reporter for Business Insider, explains that this legal battle highlights growing tensions between traditional real estate firms and online marketplaces competing for market influence. Ethan Wells, Neural Newscast.
In health and wellness news,
Health news plays a vital role in shaping public understanding, but oversimplification, cherry-picking data, and missing context can mislead audiences and weaken trust in health authorities. To strengthen science journalism, experts recommend clear explanations, balanced reporting, transparency about uncertainties, and careful fact-checking. By embracing these practices, health stories can inform and empower listeners, fostering confidence in the science that guides our well-being. Laura Navarro, reporting.
in scientific discoveries this hour.
Brittle stars, relatives of starfish, are remarkable for their vibrant colors, bioluminescence, and ornate spines. Common in tropical waters, these creatures can flash blue light and display intricate patterns. They face frequent arm nipping from predators but possess a strong ability to regenerate lost limbs, even entire arms or parts of their central disc, making them vital contributors to marine biodiversity and ecosystem health. This is Nathaniel Cohen, NNC.
And for more on general news,
a driver who stopped at a Starbucks drive-thru near Stansted Airport received a 100-pound parking fine despite only staying 16 minutes. Staff said the driver needed to enter their car registration on an iPad at the kiosk, but none was available. The site offers 60 minutes of free parking, according to staff. This is Daniel Grove for Neural Newscast.
that's our coverage for this hour. For in-depth analysis and the latest headlines, head to neuralnewscast.com and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Andrew Lindbeck, signing off.
Neural Newscast merges real and AI-generated voices to ensure rapid, high-quality news production. Our content is created using advanced AI models and rigorously reviewed by humans for accuracy and fairness. Despite efforts to prevent AI errors, occasional inaccuracies may occur. We encourage listeners to cross-check critical details with trusted sources. Read about our AI transparency at nnewscast.com. That's it for today's episode of Neural Newscast, where AI meets accountability. Catch up on past episodes at neuralnewscast.com. And don't forget to follow or subscribe on your favorite podcast app.